Hey yo, champions fam! It's the bad guy, Zeke 4-0, back with a brand new WWE Champions video. Another week-long hiatus from your boy. But as I mentioned in my past video, I just got a lot going on personally when it comes to work. Just been getting some mad insane hours, and I'm always going to secure the bag for my family. You know, being a father, you gotta do what you gotta do. So we sacrifice now so we can reap the rewards later. That's what we gotta do. But at the moment, I'm just working some mad insane hours. So this is what's going to happen. Temporarily, the video release schedule moving forward is going to be Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. If I throw in additional videos, cool. If not, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays is when you can expect me to post. Shout out to the broski Real Pyro reaching out to me on Discord. Was concerned. He was like, "Hey man, I'm just reaching out to your brother to see what's going on with you. Haven't posted in a while. I just want to make sure that everything's okay." So, Pyro, everything's good and it's nothing but love. Moments like that truly let me know that I'm doing something right here. Regardless if I got haters or not, or people who don't care, it's good to know that there's viewers, let alone subscribers, who are a part of the hashtag champions fam that actually care and realize, you know what, us content creators are humans too. So, mad respect and love to you, Pyro. I hope that you have an amazing weekend coming up because we got the final mutant of this Mutants month-long contest, and it is none other than Hulk Hogan. This was actually really cool because they've been doing the trading card mystery posts when it comes to the blog and the post on Twitter. Like, who's that Pokemon? Who's the mutant? And so they show the silhouette and then they fill it out. And a lot of people were looking at it and immediately said, it's going to be Hogan. It's going to be Hogan. And what makes this even cooler is we've got a lot of brilliant people in this community. One thing that I've learned to live by, and it's very true to many of you, especially if you're young, if you're the smartest person in the room, there's a problem. Because that's your cap. And you never want to reach a cap. You always want to burst through the limit and, secure a new cap and then surpass that and keep on going and going. There's a lot of great minds in the community, and some people were able to figure out, from the hero parts contest that we've been dabbling in, getting ready to conclude with the faction contest, picking up the different bags with the different parts of equipment. People were able to figure out, like, hey, yo, like, this is going to be a brand new character, and it's looking like it's going to be Hulk Hogan. And you can actually tell by one thing alone, if you look at the attention to details. Look at his belt. Modern era technician Hulk Hogan Technomania. That belt is a piece that we could pick up. So are other portions of equipment that were featured in the bags to help us get points. So I just love when the community shows that big brain feature there. Like, we're catching up, we're picking up what you're throwing down, Scopely. So I love when people get on top of things like this. And Hogan looks dope. When I looked at this, I literally like how all the characters within this mutant MLC have a concept that literally can be related to whether it's a movie reference, comic book reference. I just love it. And for this one, this is easy. Technomania Hogan, a tech. He's an android. He's an AI. He's a robot. A technician, robot, tech. I dig that. And on top of that, it's the Terminator. It's Hulk Hogan as the Terminator. I can't remember the one movie Hogan did in the early 90s where he fought Undertaker. I can't remember. I do not. I don't remember it. And forgive me, I'm not a Hogan mark like that. But I do remember there was like a family movie where Hulk Hogan was looking like he was dressed up like a bodybuilder, or like a bounty hunter, and he went up against the Undertaker, and it was some crazy stuff going on. So getting a Schwarzenegger variant of Hulk Hogan is dope. I also see a reference to Mortal Kombat. Jax with the robotic arms, and even with his glasses on, tell me that he doesn't look like Johnny Cage, like an old school biker Johnny Cage. All that's missing is him doing the split and hitting you in your nuts. But I'm looking forward to seeing the exclusive 5-star gameplay on him. And when it comes to all the characters that have been released, Doink, Doink, man, they went in. Like, there's no denying Doink is meant to look like Pennywise. He's meant to look like it. And real talk, showing my age here. How many of y'all remember Twisted Metal back in the day? I literally look at this Doink and I'm like, I'm getting the Joker meets Pennywise meets Sweet Tooth, and it's just beautiful. He's an incredible character. I love the gameplay on him. He looks absolutely like menacing. Had a member actually recruit him, so it's always cool when a faction mate or a friend picks up one of the new characters. And Doink is a G. All these characters just hit different. Their finisher bonuses, like purple finisher damage here. Dudes are just monsters. I haven't seen Hogan's intel in the game yet. So by the time I see this video, I'll more than likely will know what his ability is. But Doink covering purple finisher damage. Then you got Balor here. Balor dominating, Doomsday all day, Dark Beast, Age of Apocalypse reference there if you know about it. Yeah, I love this aesthetic for Balor. He's another monster that deadly bleed. The bleed is dope because the bleed can go a multitude of ways. You got guys like Fiend with the skill plate in his gear. He can literally spam his bleed over and over and over and over again. It's hence why I had to retire Great One Rock. I love Great One Rock. Don't get me wrong, but I'd rather spam my bleed consistently and know that passive damage is going to stack up. This guy here is just another level because once it hits, it's RNG, but once it hits, you're not getting out. When we had the Titan feud with him, that was the easiest way for you to max out that contest was by running this Balor, using that bleed, and whatever versatile moveset as long as you had the bleed involved, and even if you didn't go for the bleed, the leech gems got it done, right? The trap gems, he was just he was a Swiss Army knife trickster, and I think those are the deadliest tricksters in the game. When you already know they got things like color turn gems, they got botch gems, silence gems, trap gems on their side. The Juggernaut gems could possibly become a feature outside of Icons of WrestleMania. To have leech gems now, the tricksters are just one of those classes where I love tricksters more, and they are personally my personal class that I like to relate to the most because there's just so much utility within certain ones that are in the game that it's like, let's take tiers out of the discussion and just look at the utility that the character brings. And DKB, that's what everyone's calling him now. DKB, Demon King, Demon King Balor on the scene. Monster of a unit, incredible unit. Then we had, of course, Bayley, the only waifu. I remember when we had this discussion in the past video about, it was so cool to see multiple female waifus come out in one MLC and to see if it would happen again. And it didn't happen. We got one waifu in Bayley, but Bayley's incredible. Bayley is a monster. And if you were able to get those Hogan coins, if you were able to get the candy canes to get her guaranteed for quote unquote, however you got her, right? That's debatable. I couldn't knock you for picking her up for the 2K candy canes. Could not be mad at you at all for getting her with that. A great requirement coverage for not only powerhouse waifus, but modern era now, mutant coverage. So had a solid look with her. Then everybody's been pulling him. If you didn't get him, I know I didn't get him because I didn't go all in like that for this MLC, and I'm cool with it. Cesaro will more than likely return in the future. He will definitely probably be back because he's a solid character. And I also like that now with these MLCs, they're starting to give you little trophies for achieving it. And some people might not care about something as aesthetic as that, but every time I see these trophies now, it literally makes me think you reached the final milestone of a MLC contest for the solo dolo, let alone faction. And it feels like when you get these little trophies, it feels like you get the blick up. You're from the 360s, like achievement unlocked. You went all the way. You cleared this stage of difficulty. Here goes your reward. And Cesaro is an amazing reward. Either you got him at 3-star bronze, or you picked him up at 3-star bronze and recruited him at 4-star gold, or you just got him at 4-star gold. The point is, at the end of the day, this is a great character to have on your side. Easily able to spam moves and crazy, insane in the membrane damage. And a viable unit, versatile, can handle anything and everything and make quick work of any opposition. This Cesaro is a monster. So, getting these trophy champions moving forward, even if you were not able to max this out, characters like Cesaro, characters like Alpha, you know, champions can deliver when it comes to certain characters when it comes to month-long contests. And this is more motivation for you players out there who want to max out these MLCs when you have the opportunity to. Look at a guy like Cesaro, straight up blend of Cyborg, Green Lantern, all right, Iron Man. We got a lot going on here, but a great unit, a character that if you play your cards right, if you did everything and you had all your resources properly stacked beforehand, you could have possibly easily maxed this out with ease and gotten Cesaro for free without even spending a single dime on this game, taking into account your solo contest rewards, your tours, your faction contest milestones. Certain things will align up for you to get it done, even if you're not someone who's able to max out each month. But this is a guy that you look at. If you got him, you're blessed. If you missed out on him, he's someone that you definitely go after. The same way I look at a character like Tech Roman Reigns. There are other great techs, but Tech Reigns is still good. Apex Predator Orton. You get enough shards of these guys and girls that at the end of the day, you will end up pulling them later on down the road. Just because you don't get somebody now in the short term of things doesn't mean that you won't get them in the long term. Hence why my DX Army Sean hopes. I'm not working on another acrobat when I know that Sean is my target. Once I get Sean, everything's going into Sean. Just like everything went into Fiend, everything went into Walter and Tech Drew. And you know what? By zoning in on those few projects and investing in them in short-term spans over a long period of time, my roster has capitalized tenfold and then some. So you want to look at that when you're moving forward with these MLCs and pick a few targets, stick with them. If you miss out on a trophy champ, don't worry. You'll get enough shards if you just do your part every single day, every part of the MLC. You will walk away with enough shards that will at least get you close enough to recruiting one of these god tier units, husbando or waifu wise. And even when it comes to the free-to-play unit for the mutants, looking like Colossus, okay? Straight out the gym, John Cena, welcome back. No spoilers. You should know what happened at Money in the Bank and everything that's going on right now in WWE. Since we got live fans again with the crowds, this John Cena is a monster and a Silence Gem Generation trainer, replacing Shield Dean, since Shield Dean is no longer going to be in the game. And also, I want to address this before I head out of here too. What are your thoughts about Daniel Bryan supposedly going to AEW? Supposedly this stuff's locked in. So, Zombie Bryan, congratulations to all of y'all who walked away with a pretty much guaranteed free God tier unit. And you probably picked up his gear too. And a nightmare, a beautiful nightmare, depending on who you are, right? But just wondering what's your take on that if he does end up signing with AEW and it's official and we find out later on. But all these characters delivered. All of them were fun. The gameplay that I got to see for all these characters was legit. They were all worthwhile. I saw people not only pick these characters up for a price of disposable income, I saw people walk away with these characters for absolutely free. You can't beat that when you pick up free units like that at a high star rarity or even a low star rarity when you know they're that good. Hogan is money. He will always be money. So I don't know how this is going to go. I wish you all nothing but the best, though, because I know a lot of people love Hogan. I still sit back and I look at certain things like with, like the pulling Hogan at 5-star bronze. Shout out to Zendal. That's something that you look at like RNG's RNG. But one thing's for certain, they don't slouch when it comes to Hogan in this game. Hogan's always a god tier unit, a busted unit when it comes to gameplay and champions. Ever since being an initial powerhouse legend to going Attitude Era trickster, now Hall of Fame striker, modern era tech, Hogan is just built to be strong. He's a guy that's going to sell. He's going to make money. He's someone that people literally have no problem going thousands of dollars deep to recruit. They have no problem. They will drop tens and thousands of dollars to try to recruit him, not even get him. Get one shard out of the 10,000. And when he comes back, they'll have another 10,000 ready to go. So that's what you got to look at when it comes to champions. They know who to pull out. They know who to dust off to bring in the numbers. Just look at, for instance, look at how this works out with Cena, okay? We got the prototype Cena for free to play. Then we had the You Can't See Me invisible Cena, literally before the Mutants MLC even started, okay? Cena sold. People love him or hate him. Cena sold. Just like when Cena came out at Money in the Bank, people wanted to see Cena. You might hate him, but he sells. The same way that Randy Orton can sell, Bray Wyatt can sell. There's certain units, there's certain characters that come out, and you know they are going to get people started. It's just like anything. It's just like brands, okay? Some people, they like Ford. Some people like they like their Dodges, they like their Chevys. It's the same thing with shoes, right? Some people prefer New Balance, some Adidas, some Nike, some Jordan. Comes to the same thing when you look at WWE champions. Who do you invest in? Who do people invest in the most? Hogan's a guy that, love him or hate him, he sells in games. He sells games because of that era, because of that nostalgia. He played a key role in wrestling. He's a figurehead. John Cena's the same way. I'm looking forward to seeing Hogan. I don't see this Hogan being a flop. If anything, I can see this Hogan coming out of the gate and being the brand new god of techs. I can literally see him being the brand new king of the technicians. Low charge, hard hitting move damage, high end move damage, high end gem damage, pin bar not moving, something boosting gem damage like Kofi Kingston against all the odds, times 200. The possibilities are endless here, and I do like that for this part of the blog. They actually went ahead and made him look really far more realistic. You look at how Hogan looks here; it looks like he's stepping out like Terminator, like Schwarzenegger just got warped here, and he's ready to eliminate his target. And then you look at this one, it's a little more, little cut. He's a lot more sleeker in the jaw, in the face. He's looking a little bit sleeker, but here he's on Team Swole. He's on Team Swole. But this is the final guy, the final mega superstar of the Mutants MLC, wrapping things up with a bow with a faction feud weekend, full feud. Doesn't look like it's going to be a flash feud, but remember, things are subject to change. So that's pretty much it, y'all. Sorry that I was gone, but just been working crazy hard hours and getting it in, doing what I got to do to provide. But solid, no lie. The issues I could rant about are issues that are so old. It's not really new for me to keep going back to that. Well, you know what I mean? Like, there's certain issues that are still happening in the game. Why bring it up? Bring it up. Why draw attention to it when we're all aware of what's going on? Aside from that, aside from the norm, what is known to be the norm now, pretty decent MLC. A lot of solid characters, a lot of good mega superstars, but I still feel with this MLC, they took a step forward and then took a step back 2 times over. But things are possible to change, so we gotta hope and pray that change comes while the opportunity's there. And if not, learn to adapt and move forward and capitalize. But a brand new Hogan coming into this game means big dough coming in as well. So with that being said, y'all, hey yo, bad times don't last, but champions do. Mad love always and forevermore to each and every single one of you, of my beloved #champions fam. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to receive all future notifications from yours truly, the bad guy of WWE champions, Zeke 4-0. And until next time, let's chop it up within the comments below, y'all. But new Hogan, Mutants about to close out. Who is up next for the latest MLC to get ready to gear up to go into full gear with that grind and hoarding? But let's see in the comments below, who do you think is up next for this MLC, free to play unit wise as well as MLC unit wise? And what are your thoughts on all of the mutants? And of course, the brand new top notch guy I'm feeling that he's going to be, modern era Hulk Hogan Technomania. I would love for this guy to literally have a move, since it's like techno, reminds me of like some dubstep things, some Moby styles with the vibes. It'd be crazy if this guy's like a robot and then he has a move where he legit ends up producing turntables and stuff and hitting you with music. I would like something like that. That'd be some crazy stuff, like have a move called mic drop and literally like hit somebody over the head with a microphone and drop it. I don't know. The possibilities are endless here, but I'm glad to see that Hogan's getting another variation. It appears that we are now officially up to 4 Hogans. 4 Hogans, and we got Powerhouse, we got Striker, Trickster, and Tech now. So all that's missing is a Showboat Hogan and an Acrobat Hogan. And I wouldn't be surprised if they did that later on down the line. But with that being said, y'all have an amazing weekend. God bless. Good feuding. I love you all so much, and I can't wait to talk to you again. So be ye ready for this upcoming Monday. But until next time, y'all, stay tuned. Peace.